All right. Good morning. Good morning. It is hump day, right? And as normal, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. So let me get there very quickly. Hi, my name is Jay, and I want to welcome you to Let's Talk About It Hump Day version. This is the day everybody calls Hump Day. So I pray that everybody is, yeah, there I am. Okay. Just trying to make sure that I am live so I can. So let me get. So I can. What's the word I'm looking for? Be able to see your comments and stuff. How's that? All right, and don't forget. Do me a couple of favors before I get started. One, share this with someone. Share it on your timeline. Um, Share it if you got your own group. I'm going to be here Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, I know it's a little bit after that, but I'm here. You know, what are we going to talk about today? Well, as normal, you know that I like to start my programs with the affirmation part of my plan, right? That's kind of my, we want to call that MO. So let me get my affirmations out the way. Number one, I'm so happy and grateful uh, that I'm blessed with thousands of viewers from my show. Now, many of you know that I've started a group called Facebook group called Seven Figures Club, where I'm doing free training, right, on network marketing, traction marketing, branding, engagement, all that good stuff. So I am happy and grateful that we have thousands of members in our group. That's my two affirmations for the morning. Now, here's what I want you to do to change it up today. I don't want this to be just about me. What I want you to do, if you're watching live and it's replay, I want you to go ahead and type in replay when you do it. But I want you to type in your affirmation. You know, what's going on with you? Something is not correct here because I'm not seeing me. And that is not good. Yeah, there I am. Okay. Just trying to make, here's what I want you to do. All right, for some reason, this is supposed to show when I am. All right, let me one more spot. I don't know why, but I'm seeing a black screen on Facebook, and that's got me a little concerned. So, if you can see me, do me a favor, just put a comment down there, okay? Because something is not correct here. I'm not seeing me, and that is not good. All right, what I did was I turned the sound down on my Facebook so we won't be disturbed. So yeah, do me a favor. Just take and write down your affirmation for today. Now, normally, I'll be honest, every morning and evening, I have about 10 different ones that I do. One of them is that I'm so happy and grateful that I'm a millionaire. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm a money magnet. I'm so happy and grateful that people are attracted to me. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm helping thousands around the world. These are some of my 10 affirmations that I do every day. I'm so happy and grateful for health from my whole family. All right. Affirmations do work, right? It's a form of showing your gratitude for being alive. And as far as I'm concerned, that's number one right there. Now, I've got what I believe is a pretty good quote for today. And you can go ahead and do your writing in the comments. I want to hear what you're happy and grateful for on this Wednesday, hump day, middle of the week. You know, we're all working hard to get over that hump. My quote for today is from Frank Lloyd Wright. He says, the thing always happens that you really believe in. The thing, I'm going to read it slowly. The thing always happens that you really believe in. And the belief in a thing makes it happen. You know what he's actually talking about? He's actually talking about the power of positive thinking. That's what he's really talking about. Okay? Because as you know, thoughts turn into words, which turns into reality, right? Because you've actually spoken it out to the universe, which is God in my mind, right? And that's what gets the ball rolling. So, what are we going to talk about today? Well, I came across this article. Whenever something like this happens to me, right, I always believe that this is a direction from God. And the article is titled 7 Ways to Practice. Ready for this? 7 ways to practice gratitude to help you grow. Now, if that's not appropriate, and by the way, I'm sorry, came out of Success Magazine, November 24, 20. The author's name is Serenity Gibbons. You have to give credit where credit's due. You know, I always like to say that I don't know everything, right? But thank God for Google. Because when I don't know, Google does. And by the way, my notes are over here. So when you see me doing this, sorry, my budget hadn't got to where I can have this big billboard right above my screen here, and I get to see it all. I've got my notes and stuff off to the left. So just bear with me. Okay, now number one, she says it's easy to focus on what's going wrong in times of crisis, like the pandemic that we're having, but choosing to see only the bad makes things harder. It doesn't really actually fix things. You know, I like to believe this. Let me just stop on that right there, because this is my thought on that. And I know possibly some of you who are in the personal development, possibly you've heard this before, but the more you concentrate on the negative, the more of the negative you get. If you concentrate on the positive, the more positive that you get. Does that make sense to you? Okay, so let's move on. While periods of uncertainty are stressful, they're also an opportunity for positive growth. That's why instead of simmering on your worry, you should practice gratitude. Research suggests that being grateful not only makes people happier, but it also helps them face adversity. By refocusing on what they already have, gratitude helps people shift mindset of scarcity to one of abundance. This is something I've learned over the years. No matter how hard that you believe that you have it, listen to what I'm saying. No matter how hard that you believe that you have it, someone has it harder than you do. Okay? And this is where that gratitude and thankfulness comes in. Forgive me. I have what they call a watery eye. So you're going to see me do a couple of things, and this is one of them, right? This is a live show. My apology, I can't stop it. All right. And the other one is when I get dry throat, I'm going to reach over for my glass of water to my left. So I'm human, all right? I'm a human being. I have faults, all right? But I always say what I got is better than having cancer, right? Because I watched a brother-in-law actually pass away from cancer. Trust me, it's not a pretty sight. So, you know, allergy, high blood pressure, you know, do I always speak against it? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But I'm grateful that I don't have cancer or something more serious, right? Diabetes, all those other things that I've seen other people suffer through. I don't want that, right? It comes one way to work around it. You got to take care of your health. I know I'm off topic, but it just happened to hit me. So I wanted to express that with you. Where was I at? Happier. Also, adversity. So, number one on the list. Oh, I'm sorry. Here you go. I want to leave this. Reflecting on our blessings shows us that we have the tools and opportunities we need to succeed. But if we're not deliberate about it, its setbacks can mentally crowd out all the good things in our lives. Think on that. Okay, number one, be vulnerable with strangers. That's number one on the list of 7. It says humans are social creatures, so being cooped up at home is not just physically isolating, but mentally isolating. And what she's speaking of is the fact that we're in this pandemic. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm one of the people that it's driving me crazy. My whole career for over 30 some years was seeing people every day on a daily basis. And I mean strangers to people that I've known for years, but seeing people. And I'm sure some of you will agree that if you're in a service business where you're always around people, this isolation is crazy. But again, I'm 74 years old, so in what they call the quote unquote risk area, right? And I want to be here doing this for a few more years. So it says you may not feel comfortable going to community events right now, but you still can connect online looking for virtual meetups. And that can be, if you're in business, especially, you know, a lot of times we have these weekly calls and whatnot. Or you can just jump on and actually do a four-way Zoom. That's with relatives, friends that you know, and it'll make you feel a little bit closer to them. We are people persons. We're not built to be alone. We're built to be with others. Now, number two, he says, write thank you notes by hand. Okay. Now, we learned this, believe it or not. I've been doing this ever since being in the service business back in 1980, that it's a better feeling for that person when they receive something that's handwritten. I'm going to use her words just for sake. So saying thank you is a small but powerful way to produce gratitude. It makes the thank individual feel good, but it also benefits the person giving the thanks. They go on to say that writing thank you notes is a physical way to reflect your blessings. The key is to write by hand. Not only does the process of handwriting take more time, meaning more time for reflection, but it's more meaningful for the recipient. That's heavy. I want you to think about that for a while. How do you feel when you get a note that's typed or one that's written by hand? Which is the more value to you? Go ahead and just put it in the comments. All right. I want to hear from you on that one also. All right. So where am I at? It says, surprise others with shared experiences. This one kind of threw me off a little bit. It says gifts are a great way to express gratitude, but giving an object is, for the most part, a one-on-one done affair. To maximize the gratitude generated in yourself as well as others, give experiences as it. Surprise them so you can see their delight when you announce it and enjoy the experience. It could be a promotion on the job. It could be that you just brought your son a car for graduation, you know, or it's your parents' 80th birthday. Okay, expressing how happy you are and showing gratitude that the fact that God has allowed them to be alive for you to see that. I think that's very important. Reflect on your hardships. While it might sound counterintuitive, one of the best ways to build gratitude is to reflect on your hardships. In doing so, you remind yourself just how strong and capable you are. Nothing is more empowering than being grateful for your talents. You know, this is something that I stress all the time, that we're all born with different talents. Now, the talents that we have, this is where a lot of people get lost. Our talents are meant to be used for others. They're not for us to hold. You know, so I always tell people you need to sit down and have a quiet moment, take out a piece of paper and actually write down the talents that you've been blessed with. And then once you've written them down, you need to meditate and figure out what God wants you to do with those talents that you have, right? But always be grateful. I don't care if you're a great speaker, if you're a great writer, if you're a great cook, right? If you're a super mechanic, those are talents given to you to be able to service others, and you have to be grateful for those talents that you're given, right? And the number one person, of course, that we thank is our Father. Now, volunteer. A common misconception about volunteering is that it only benefits the volunteer for. In fact, the Make-A-Wish Foundation found that 97% of volunteers feel more grateful after working to deliver a child's wish. Have you ever seen this program on TV where they end up giving some needy person, right, who's done something good in the community, or someone writes in a letter saying why they feel that person should have that house? Have you ever seen how grateful that person is when they actually have found out that someone thought enough of them to give them a house? Ellen, the Ellen Jenner show. Have you ever watched her show and watched the expression on people and the tears, just the feeling they express because of someone recognizing what they feel that they've done that is just understood. That's gratitude. That's gratefulness. That's priceless in my mind. All right. So volunteer. The person who you're volunteering for, it'll make them feel good, which means, guess what? You start a vibration. Because what you're doing is something else. When they feel grateful, they're going to pass it on and do it for someone else also. So you're starting what's called a chain reaction. Only positivity can come out of that. There's no negative there, right? Let me move on. Number 6, give positive but challenging feedback, it says. You know how much you grow from your own hardships? Offering challenging but positive feedback to others helps them in a similar, though hopeful, more supportive way. It's kind of letting people that that you're a human, and at the same time, we're all in the same boat. Okay? It's just that if we want a ladder climbing out of a ditch, some of us are just on a different step. But we can all get to the top. I know you've seen these ladders with the hand reaching back and you're trying to help someone else up that ladder. To me, I see that as a form of gratitude because you're grateful for what someone else has done for you. Because champions, even though they look like they were born that way, no, someone helped them. Because every time you see a champion, I'm going to take tennis, whoever wins that championship, that match, okay, or that tournament more, and they're up there collecting that trophy, they always give thanks to their team, to the people that helped them get there. That's what I mean by I say we're all in this together. Now, number 7, it says, while it's easy to be grateful, celebrate your failures. That's the title of number 7. While it's easy to be grateful for the hardships you've overcome, what about the rest? What about your failure? Failure is actually good for success, according to the Ralph Heath, author of Celebrating Failure, the Power of Taking Risks, Making Mistakes. And I read this one, Thinking Big. That's a good book, by the way. It says, failure and defeat are life's greatest teachers, but sadly, most people, are particularly conservative corporate cultures, don't want to go there. Has anyone ever heard the expression of failing your way forward? Okay, well, I'm guilty of that. I've done that very often. And in the beginning, it used to bother me until I read, who was it, Ben Franklin, 1,000 Ways, and I think I read that in Think and Grow Rich, if I'm not mistaken. And then it made me realize that a failure was only saying to me that this doesn't work for you to reach that goal. Do you understand what I'm saying? So failures don't mean that you can't do anything. A failure on a project just means you need to find another way to accomplish that project. And it will happen. Okay? So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to see if I can peep at my comments. Hold just one second. Because I thought I saw a couple of comments on there. Where's it at? Comments. Oh, yeah, I got about 8 comments on there. Good morning, Shauna. You would love the topic. I call Shauna Robinson. She's a friend, and I call her a mentor also. One of her topics is gratitude. Um, I love down what I like. I love writing down what I'm grateful for. It's a great feeling. Love write down your talents and pray, meditate over them. Powerful. And then Ruth Ann Wood, she writes, talents given to us, service others, absolutely. And I'm trying to see if I can, is that all? Or can I see some more? There was 8 of them. Oh yeah, I'm going the wrong way. Okay, Ruth also writes, great timing. Watch this coming out of my law attraction meditation. Awesome. Grateful for you being here. And what else did she wrote? Energetic, hiccup in your words. Your budget hasn't allowed you to have your screen. Huh? Oh, okay. All right. Thanks. I appreciate you, Ruth. All right. And I see a Facebook user. Don't see a name. It says, this is true. Positive always wins. Have a great day. Thank you. Look to see you tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, look, I know I've run over my time. I'm almost positive I have. So let me do this. And where am I at? My apology, but look, it is, what time is it? I had to peep. No, I'm not that bad. It's just 9:28. I said I wanted to be on about 20, 25 minutes. So I guess I'm right on time. All right. I'm going to call this one a wrap, and I look for y'all tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. God bless. Have an awesome hump day. Get out there, do some work, get the job done, and I will see you at the top.